Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Aloha Care. Aloha and welcome to Cooking Hawaiian Style. I'm Lanai, and this week Daniel Anthony joins me where we learn how to cook local foods from local people. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very good, Lanai.
You've been really active in the community, doing a lot of things.
Trying to stay out of trouble best I can.
I don't think a lot of people realize what you've done with Taro and Pa'iai. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you've been doing?
Well, in 2009, my wife and I started a business called Mana'ai, and we're the first traditional poi business in over 100 years on Oahu.
Amazing. And I mean, you're doing this not just in Hawaii, all over the world.
Well, we've been really blessed, and the recipe of poi that we follow allows for it to last without refrigeration for weeks, months, or even years.
Tell us about this bag you got right here.
We've been working on developing a way to ship Pa'iai, perfect for UPS, priority mail. And in 3 to 5 days, you order it from us and you get it. It's wonderful, it's fresh. You mix it 2 to 3 times with water and make some fresh poi.
Let's get started. I mean, we got to clean the taro first, obviously.
Yeah, this week we have taro from Waipio Valley. This is, I believe this is some moi taro. It might be a PE.
How many different strains of taro are there?
I think now we've got about 100 different varieties of kalo in Hawaii. When we look at the world, though, taro connects us to 78 countries, and there's about 2,000 varieties worldwide.
Wow. I was up in Hollywood a couple months ago, and right there on Hollywood Boulevard in front of the W Hotel, there's taro growing, and they don't even know it.
Wouldn't be surprised. So the first part you see me doing here is I'm simply removing the outer skin. And this is a term the Hawaiians call ho'opohole. And
before you did this, you steamed it? What did you do?
We like to use the pressure cooker, but steaming or boiling will work. I like to recommend the imu if possible.
Right.
That's
well,
the best way.
because back in the day, I never had pressure cooker, right?
So the first cleaning that we do is we take off all the skin.
Okay.
And then normally I use a butter knife, but tonight we're going to use the back of a fork.
Okay.
And I gently remove all the unedibles.
Now, what is this part called right here, what you're putting on the side of the bowl?
This is the ilikana, and the ilikana is where a lot of the sweetness of the taro is. And for true poi eaters, what you'll find is that they really don't really care for a sweet poi. They like a poi that's going to last.
But you don't waste none of this, because I've been to Daniel's house where he takes this and he makes the best taro pancakes you'll ever eat.
For sure.
You've never invited me in a while, so we got to make that happen soon.
You have an open invitation, Lanai. You can come over anytime.
So basically, you can take all of that and save all of that, and you use that to make pancakes.
This first part is unedible. So this is actually going to be used for fertilizer.
Okay.
Now, what I'm then going to do, and let's slice this taro in half so that people can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Now, where are you're sending all of this in? How many pounds are you bringing in on a week? Because this is getting really popular again.
Yeah, right now we're helping families that want to make their own poi. We're bringing about 1,500 pounds a week, and we help to supply it to those families.
That's amazing.
So you take a look at the inside of the taro, and you can see some different colors here. Mostly we see this kind of beige cream color, and then you see a little bit of pink here and on the edges. And so the starch is what you want to make your poi with. And this is a very perfectly mature taro. So there's not much to scrape. But generally what we do is we scrape it down.
You do one more layer?
We do one more layer, and this is a layer of edibles.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a little sample, if you don't mind.
Of course. Oh, no.
And it should taste just like delicious table taro.
Oh, no. All right.
So we save all of that, this koina.
Okay.
This style of cleaning taro was developed in the 1920s when the Hawaiian konohiki system collapsed, and Waipio Valley on the Big Island supplied all the taro, all the poi for the state of Hawaii.
Right on. So when we're done cleaning that, we're going to put that on our board, and we're going to pound that out.
So I'm going to put this on the board. If you don't mind, I'm going to wash my hands real quick.
Go for it. Now, what do you call your poi pounder? What's the Hawaiian name for your poi pounder?
Yeah, this is the pohaku ku'iai, and has 3 main parts: the mole, which you pound with, the ka'e, which is the rim, the ku'au, which is where you hold on to, and the 4th part is the poheuheu, the handle.
How many pounds of taro do you think the Hawaiians pounded back in the day?
if there were 1 million Hawaiians eating 5 pounds a day, 5 to 15 pounds a day, it was anywhere from 500 million to 1 billion pounds.
Wow. You see
You
that?
multiply that by $10 a pound for affordable poi, we're talking a serious industry here.
Right on. We're going to get this pound and we're going to come back and we're going to start cooking and try some of the pa'iai taro meatloaf. I can't wait to try that. So more with Daniel when we come back on Cooking Hawaiian Style. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Elena's Restaurant and images by Ryan Sakamoto. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. You got Lanai here with Daniel Anthony, and we're doing everything taro today. We're going to do a pa'iai taro meatloaf, and you've been pounding a lot of taro lately, haven't you?
You know, a couple times a week, keeps me in shape.
What have you been doing for the community? I know you've been involved doing a lot of things. What's the latest project?
I'm working on a 12-week workshop for Iolani Palace to teach poi making. And this year, I'm proud to say that our Taro Pounding Club at Kamehameha Schools is almost 200 strong. We've got 187 kids in our club.
Right on.
So
you've been busy.
I've been busy, yes.
Now, can you tell pretty much what kind of strain all the taro is because you've been doing it so long now?
You know, once the taro is cooked and is in my hands, it pretty much reveals its variety to me.
Yeah.
This is a moi taro. It's really a very solid, starchy taro. This taro will generally get you a yield of, for every 1 pound of this taro, you should get 1.5 pounds to 1.75 pounds worth of poi.
What do you call the board that you're pounding it on?
This is a mini papaku'iai. And
You've been making your own boards too, haven't you?
boards and stones. In fact, our board workshop is going to open up sometime this week, and our goal is 20 boards a week.
Right on. So while you're doing that, why don't we get the meatloaf started? What do you need me to do with the
All right.
you have done?
So this is actually the scrapings, the koina, and the first thing you're going to do is it was frozen and now it's defrosted. Is you're going to squeeze out the water.
Now, when you're freezing a lot of this stuff, are you losing any of the nutrients?
That's a good question. I'm sure that the healthiest way to eat it is to eat it fresh.
Right.
For us, it's really about food storage and not wasting.
Right. So, I mean, you guys, the Hawaiians truly used every piece of the taro. Nothing was wasted.
Well, you know, in the olden days, everybody had a pig and some chickens. So a lot of those scrapings that you see there were actually used for animal food. So today, I don't know too many people that's got a couple extra pigs in their backyard. So we clean it a little bit better than most people, and we make sure to use everything. The recipe that we're doing today is a recipe that was developed in our household because we have very particular kids, and we try to eat everything local, and we try to make sure that we don't waste anything.
Right. Okay, so I'm squeezing out all the water. I'm going to drain out the water, and then what would you like me to put this?
All right, so let me grab this real quick.
A bit more water in there?
Yeah, there's not much water in there. This is a really good batch. Why don't you just dump it in there? There was no water in there. All right, so it's nice and broken up.
Put this here. What are you going to add to that?
You know, generally I tell everybody the best ingredients is the old stuff in your fridge. This is like how you clean your fridge out.
Right.
So we got some celery.
Okay.
And we got some carrots.
Basically, you're just eyeballing it.
You know, I have no...
That's how
everything
meatloaf is anyway, right?
cooked by smell. I got some garlic,
Okay.
super important. Lots of onions. I love onions.
All right.
Secret cooking spice, thyme.
Thyme.
And I like a healthy dose of that.
Okay.
Hawaiian salt. This is salt from the Hanapepe farmers. My favorite.
You look like you just got this.
I just
Fresh,
actually
right
went to Kauai last weekend. Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
And
Worcestershire sauce from Worcestershire.
yes, absolutely. Kind of just mix this up.
And you're gonna just mix that with the hamburger.
We're gonna add the hamburger right in here.
Okay. That looks good already.
Doesn't it, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I'm finding that one of the biggest challenges that we face in Hawaii today is access to taro.
Yeah.
Oahu in the 1930s was producing somewhere around 12 million pounds a year.
Wow.
Today, statewide, we produce about 4 million.
Wow.
So there's actually a lot of room for
Yes,
farmers to grow and for our economy.
We need to get going more, huh?
All right.
We're gonna include
While
the
I'm
hamburger.
putting in the hamburger, can you crack me those 4 eggs?
So we're gonna mix the hamburger and all the other ingredients that I'm putting here. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna put this in the oven. How hot should we get the oven going?
Preheat for 400.
Okay.
I just like to mention that this is Kualoa beef. This is grass-fed on Oahu.
Sounds good. All right. When we come back, we're gonna have more with this with Daniel Anthony and the Pa'iai Taro meatloaf. Already looks good, so don't go anywhere. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Children's Healthcare and Mira Construction. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style with Lanai, and you got Daniel Anthony. We just pounded some taro. Now we're doing a Pa'iai Taro meatloaf. It smells really good, man. So you got carrots, onions, celery, some Worcestershire, some Hawaiian salt, of course the taro, and some beef from the Big Island.
Kualoa beef.
Yes.
So Oahu, sorry. And it's a 60-40 beef to taro. And then whatever vegetables you got, I just smell for salt and Worcestershire.
That's pretty good.
Mixed up right
You
here.
smell for salt. It's pretty
Smell
good.
for salt. Yeah.
What is this right here?
That is some ulu poi.
Okay.
And people always ask us if we work with ulu, if we make ulu poi, if we do other ulu dishes. Guess what, guys? Ulu season, that might be all you find on our dinner table is ulu.
Drop them all off at his house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what to do with it.
Oh my God, it's such an amazing food right there.
I like it.
All right, so.
Well, you know, while you're doing that, what are some of the other things that you've been making? Because I think you should come out with a cookbook. You make so many different things with the taro.
I call it cooking for a hungry family.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, real simple stuff. For breakfast, we do a quinoa pancake, super amazing. We also do a taro hash. That's lovely. I do cheeseburger lau-laus. You know, I gotta keep it fresh in our household. And
you've been doing pizzas too.
Pa'iai pizza, Pa'iai cinnabons. We also do.
How do you do a Pa'iai cinnabon?
Basically, the Pa'iai there, we knead in flour,
and
until we can roll it out. Then it's butter, sugar, cinnamon. Roll that up, cut it up, put it on the pan, bake it as hot as you can for about 15 minutes. Guys, if you're ever in a tight spot with your lady, I can assure you, Pa'iai cinnabons is like the towing service of relationships.
Very good. I've had it before. Okay, so now you're gonna put this in the oven. What do you set the oven at?
Set the oven is set at 400.
Okay.
And I think it should be ready to go.
You're gonna cook it until you smell it. I'm assuming.
Cook it until I smell it. The fortunate thing with meatloaf is you're gonna look for bubbles on top of it, that it's cooking real good. You're also gonna go ahead and test it. I always say it never hurts to test it twice.
Right. Now, if somebody wants to get a hold of you or they want to buy some taro, how do they get a hold of you?
The best way, I would say, check my Facebook,
okay.
At Mana'ai, Daniel Anthony. Twitter, you can email me or go to our website, mana'ai.com.
Okay.
I would like to tell you my phone number, but it's all over the web.
But you're actually teaching classes. That's why how to, I mean, from the board to pounding to everything.
Our belief is that the secret to sustainability for our ancestors was this staple food.
Right.
And a staple food, just like a staple that holds paper together, can actually hold our community together.
Yeah.
So by making poi and taro our modern household staple, we're going to change the way that we deal with sustainability.
That's great.
For me, I feel blessed because I think of the sacred waters that I'm consuming through the taro. I mean, who gets to eat the waters of Waipio Valley and Makale, you know, Makaveli, Kauai, and you know, waters from Waialeale, and that's the staple of my household.
Right on.
Beautiful.
Right on. All right, so we got Pa'iai kulolo that we wanna make for dessert.
For dessert.
But you know what? Let's try some of that.
You want to try some of this?
Yes,
Pa'iai?
of course.
Okay, fantastic. Let's do that.
I mean, since you pounded it, you know what I mean? You took so much time.
Try that out right there.
And what strain is this again?
This is Moi Taro from Waipio.
Bueno. Now, what makes it, for people who don't know, what makes it from Pa'iai to poi?
Mixing of water.
Mixing of
and
water.
it's almost like kneading. So it's not mixing like this. It's just like how you would knead dough, and you add a little bit of water at a time. You can mix it on a board or in a bowl. The main thing is to not add a lot of water.
So when you're adding the water, obviously you're making more, you're stretching it, so you could feed more people.
The general rule is that the water is one of the foods of the bacteria that makes it sour.
Okay.
So the more water you put, the faster it will sour. For Hawaiian families that love to eat sour poi, that was the reason that you made poi, was for it to sour. In the form of pa'iai, it ferments. And so wrapped up in the tea leaf or in that package, we're looking at anywhere from 6 months to a year in a cool, dry place.
Wow, this is like the original saran wrap.
The original saran wrap. Yes.
All right, when we come back with Daniel, we're going to work on that dessert, the pa'iai kulolo. So don't go anywhere. More with Cooking Hawaiian Style when we return. Oh no, Brian. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Hula Baby Biscotti and Co Bakery and the Cookie Man. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. You got Lanai. Daniel Anthony is here today. We're doing everything Taro, and boy, it smells amazing. We got the meatloaf, the Taro meatloaf, in the oven. We got it cooking at 350, 400, about a half an hour. So make sure you get ready for that. But now, better do the dessert. We got the pa'iai kulolo.
So normally kulolo is a 12-hour recipe.
Okay.
Today we're gonna cheat.
The gods
Yeah.
have spoken. All right.
So we got some coconut milk.
Okay.
We got 1 cup of coconut milk. We got a half cup of raw sugar. We're just gonna sort of reduce these two together right
Where did
here.
you learn to make all this stuff?
You know, this particular recipe has been something that was kind of in the back of my mind. And then I had the opportunity to do this show. So I called up my good friend, Leanne Wong. I said, Leanne, I got this idea for instant kulolo. Can you help me? And so this is her suggestions. Thank you, Leanne.
Really? So this is the first time just not the first time you're
The first time I did it was actually yesterday.
Okay.
And I experimented with my kids at home. And I got no complaints. I'm just gonna turn this up a little bit so this will cook as quickly
And
as
why?
we
What
can.
makes this instant? Because it doesn't take 12 hours.
Well, normally with kulolo is something where you use raw taro.
Okay.
And there's a calcium oxide crystal in the taro that makes you feel like eating glass when it's
Really?
raw. So that's why you have to steam it. You actually have to melt the crystal.
Okay.
And for kulolo, the way that it's made, it just takes a really long time.
Yeah.
So people, you can't ship kulolo unrefrigerated, it will go bad. And so people that want kulolo, we're suggesting you go to our website, mana'ai.com, you order some fresh pa'iai, we ship it to you, you grate it.
Okay.
So
we need to grate some of this.
this is the pa'iai refrigerated, and it's
Okay.
like a block of cheese. In fact, it will melt like cheese.
Okay.
Go ahead and grate it up.
And you even use this like this in some of your stews and stuff. I don't remember you telling
Totally,
me. Yeah.
totally. We thicken up stews. We actually have
Use it like cheese.
it melts like cheese. We do grilled cheese, panini. We get crazy in our household.
You make kind of like meatballs, cut them in like chunks, and throw them in your beef stew.
Stew dumplings.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely a hit. And
Dumplings was the word.
that can be done with any type of soup.
Okay.
All right, so I just looked for the sugar to pretty much melt. Now we're gonna take 4 cups of this.
Is this enough?
That's plenty.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 4 cups. 1, 2, 3,
Well, it smells good already.
and we'll keep that 4th one on hand.
Okay.
Small.
You just got to keep mixing it so it doesn't stick to the pan.
You just don't want it to stick to the pan.
Okay.
And
Well, I can see that the thickness is gonna come just like how you would eat regular kulolo.
the pa'iai just melts, and it kind of gives you that irregular sort of chunks that kulolo has. Not too perfect. And here's the 4th cup.
So you're just gonna kind of wing it, eye it to make sure if you want to get it thicker, then you're gonna add some more.
Yes.
Yeah. Always go the other way, right? Go less, so you can always add later, right?
That's my theory, and you know, right now it kind of looks like oatmeal. I can only imagine what this would be like on a cold East Coast morning, or if you're
Yeah.
stuck in Oregon or Seattle, and you know, you got some
Looks
warm kulolo.
So when you cool it off, are you gonna form it? Are you gonna shape it, or are you just gonna let it sit, eat it just like that?
I've kind of been playing with what is the best way to enjoy this, and sort of what came to mind was I wanted to make a dish
There you go.
I could put some fruits on top of.
And you can kind of layer it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get creative, I guess.
So I also like it like this because...
What a good idea. All right, while you're filling up the rest of that, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to try all this stuff because I'm getting hungry. So don't go anywhere. More with Daniel Anthony on Cooking Hawaiian Style. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Auntie Lilikoi and CookingHawaiianStyle.com. Thousands of free recipes online. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style, my favorite part of the show, Daniel. Tell us again what we made today. So many great things.
Oh my goodness. This is the make your kids go to sleep early Taro meatloaf. We have some fresh hand-pounded moi pa'iai.
Okay.
This is the instant pa'iai kulolo. You cannot go wrong with the 6-month-old poi bowl and some fresh ulu poi.
All right, are we ready for this? I've been waiting for this.
Let's do this.
This is looks really good, man. I think you really should come out with that cookbook, by the way. Oh, amazing.
Some poi.
Good job, man. Really amazing. The fresh pa'iai you just pounded right here. Go with that. Thank you so much for educating us on and all of the good things that you're doing. I think you're doing a lot of good things for the community as well.
Lanai, I know you want to try the dessert.
I am, but we just ran out of time. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on Cooking Hawaiian Style. Winner. Good job. Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Aloha Care.